Hey, what's up everybody? It's VR Gamer Dude here, and tonight we're going on stage. That's right. It's been a long time since I've been on a stage, let me tell you. Used to do theater back in my late teens and early 20s. A lot of you guys probably didn't know that. But tonight we're going to be taking a look at a really awesome narrative experience that launched fully last week, came out of early access on Steam, called FIREBIRD La Péri. And I want to thank Louisa over at Innerspace for sending me a copy of this one. I cannot tell you how much this took me back to those old days on the stage. It's just a beautiful experience. I mean, you've got ballet, you've got classical music, you've got phenomenal voice acting by John Rhys-Davies in this. You guys probably know him as Gimli from Lord of the Rings. I remember him all the way back to the Wing Commander games, like Wing Commander 3 and 4 back in the late 90s. This guy's been doing awesome voiceover work and acting in video games and on stage and film and television for years. So let's jump in there and let's be dazzled by FIREBIRD La Péri. All right, folks, and we are now in the main menu of the game, and just a couple of things before we get started. You may notice that your screen has switched to the stereo view, and I try to do that when I can for my viewers who have Google Cardboards or other VR devices that they may want to kind of, see what I'm experiencing. So as usual, when I have one of these really awesome artistic or trippy VR pieces in stereo, I'm going to keep my mouth shut so you guys can just go ahead and slip on your Google Cardboards or other VR viewers and experience it with me. So, alright, strap in and let's take a look at FIREBIRD La Péri.
La Péri by Paul Dukas. And so it happened that at the end of days, the old King Iskander, on the threshold of death, scoured the outer limits of the universe in search of the flower of immortality. He traversed 12 galaxies without finding it, till finally he reached a forgotten land. His quest was coming to an end. On the steps leading up to the Temple of Ormazd, the icon of a Peri was standing in her crystal dress, the flower of immortality shining on her breast. He simply had to reach out his hand. The lotus suddenly broke into 4 shining petals of life. Without the flower of immortality, the Peri was no longer able to fulfill her destiny and to ascend into the immortal light of Ormaz. So she awakened the 4 spirits of gracefulness contained within her. Iskander now needed to bring the 4 scattered petals back together again. King ignored the spirit and placed the petals safely on his scepter. He then left to pursue his quest for the 3 remaining petals. In the darkness that lay beneath the temple, a light caught Iskander's attention. It was the petals from the precious lotus. With a new petal from the flower of life in his possession, Iskander again set out on his journey. His steps soon led him to a dark hallway, where a rustling could be heard. Another petal was close to Iskander. The king glanced at it. Iskander was overtaken by hope, as the entire flower of immortality would soon be in his possession. Then Iskander saw the last petal fleeing in the distance. He swiftly cut its path by way of a shortcut. And he stood still, for before his eyes appeared the Peri herself, intrepid. From that moment on, Iskander knew love. The Peri then danced the dance of Peris. Iskander was torn between his lust for immortality and his eyes' ravishment. And while she stepped away from him, weakening, he gave his last breath to catch the final petal and bring back the lotus. Then, deeply moved and enthralled by her dance, Iskander returned the petals to the Peri without regret. Iskander saw her disappear into the immortal grace of Ormaz. And as he understood that this meant his end was near, he felt a shadow surround him.
Alright folks, and there you have it, Firebird La Péri, and let me tell you, that was absolutely stunning. Oh man, that was some of the best motion capture I have ever seen in VR. I mean, I hit levels of presence when the La Péri was dancing around that I have never felt before. So I hope you guys with the Google Cardboards and other VR devices enjoyed what you saw. And obviously, if you have an HTC Vive, head over to the link in my description. Grab a copy of this one for yourself, and you will be amazed. But for me tonight, that's going to do it. As always, I want to thank you for watching to the end of the video. And if this was your first time coming by, man, I appreciate you more than you could possibly imagine. So if you want to see more great VR content, head over to my main page, take a look through my videos, hit up my sidebar, check out what the rest of the VR spies are doing. It's a great group of guys that I am blessed to be a part of, and we're all out here working hard every day to bring you the best in virtual reality content on YouTube. And after you've done that, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. Helps me out tremendously. And for those of you who have already smashed that subscribe and that like, man, thank you guys. I couldn't do this without you. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds. We're about to hit 2,900 subscribers in a short time, and I owe that all to you. So for me tonight, I'm done. I'm going to shut up now. This is VR Gamer Dude, signing off. Peace.